Hello everyone and welcome to my CBS Soaps official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tuesday, October 21, 2025. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill assured Will and Katie that the custody case would be a slam dunk, and Steffy vowed that Luna would never pass go or collect $200 because she'd be behind bars for the rest of her miserable life. As the episode began, we picked up with Steffy reiterating to Luna that her baby is a child, not an escape plan. In turn, Luna called Steffy self-absorbed to think she was still a threat, and insisted that her stepmother would be the last thing on her mind once she got sprung. What's more, but of course, she remained confident that Bill and Katie wouldn't let their grandchild be born behind bars. "You think you know Bill? You don't," Steffy informed Luna, adding that the baby didn't make the nut job a Spencer, it just made her a predator. Still, Steffy didn't go so far as to call what Luna did to Will what it was, rape. Why will this show admit so freely that she's a murderer but not that she's a rapist? Strange. At the Spencer mansion, Will fretted that the Luna situation was asking too much of Elektra. Bill assured him, though, that the Luna of it all would be over in 9 months. At that point, she'd have no contact at all with Will or the baby. The millionaire added that he'd been talking to a lawyer and was confident that the custody case would be open and shut. And with those words, could he possibly have jinxed himself more? Talk about tempting fate. Once Bill took off, Katie and Will recapped everything that had happened to upend his romance with Elektra. Somehow, Katie managed to pull off the pretzel logic to cut her ex-husband's slack for having been conned by Luna. "He feels very guilty," Katie said. "He's not gonna let her brainwash him again." Foreshadowing, you betcha. After Steffy left the prison, Luna was surprised to find that she had yet another visitor, Bill. "Is it just you?" she asked. Yep, she's so delulu she really thought Will would have come to see her, as if. Bill, sounding like the dollar bill of yore, gruffly explained that Luna's pregnancy didn't create any bond between her and his family. In fact, he continued, as soon as the baby was born, he was going to take it from her. "The biggest mistake of my life," he growled, "was seeing any glimmer of redemption in you. I should have left you in here to rot." It doesn't happen often, but when he's right, he's right. Bill wasn't done yet, either. The same influence that he'd used to get Luna freed, he would now use to ensure that she never stopped pressing license plates. Her response? The Luna version of the sad face emoji above. At the Cliff House, Ridge and Taylor burst in looking for Steffy, only to learn from Finn that their daughter went directly to prison to confront Luna. While waiting for Steffy to return, her husband and parents discussed her reaction to the Luna news and how understanding she'd been that no one had warned her about the shocker to which she'd be coming home. When Steffy got back, she was stunningly unreactive to the fact that, while she was abroad, her father dumped her mother and instantly remarried Brooke. At first, that is. Shortly, Steffy did express her disappointment, although in much gentler terms than we might have expected or, for that matter, hoped. Daddy sure gets away with some bleep. As the episode drew to a close, Steffy noted anew that her husband is handsome and he expressed how much he'd missed her. "All that matters now is that you're back," he said, beaming. "As for Luna, she's in prison and she'll never harm you again." Oh, famous last words, Finn. Meanwhile, Bill came home to his mansion and assured Katie and Will that that vile creature hadn't gotten to him. He even chuckled that Luna had thought using the word grandchild would work like open sesame on her jail cell doors. Finally, in prison, Luna's cellmate snickered that her sugar daddy hadn't come to rescue her this time. In response, Luna told her, "I need you to do it again," meaning beat her up. "Just not the stomach," Luna hastened to add. Her cellmate was only too happy to oblige. Tuesday, October 21, 2025, The Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy doubles down, Bill plays God, and Luna's spiral takes a terrifying turn. As the episode began, we picked up right where Monday left off, with Steffy in full mama bear mode at the prison, glaring daggers at Luna through the plexiglass partition. Her voice dripped with venom as she repeated, for what felt like the millionth time, that her baby is not Luna's escape plan or bargaining chip. "You don't get to use an innocent child as your redemption story," Steffy hissed, her jaw clenched so tight it could have cracked a diamond. Luna, with her messy bun and defiant eyes, laughed bitterly. "You think I want to be in your perfect little world again, Steffy? Please, you're so self-absorbed you actually believe I'm still a threat." She pressed her hand against the glass, a chilling smile playing at her lips. "Once I'm out of here, I'll have more important things to think about than you." Steffy raised an eyebrow. "Out? Oh, sweetheart, you're not going anywhere. You might as well get comfortable pressing license plates for the next 50 years. But Luna wasn't backing down. You're forgetting one thing, she said, patting her belly. This baby, your brother's grandchild, changes everything. You really think Bill Spencer is going to let his flesh and blood grow up behind bars? He'll move heaven and earth to get me out. Steffi folded her arms. You think you know Bill? You don't. That baby doesn't make you a Spencer, it just makes you a predator with a due date. That landed hard. Luna's face flickered with fury, but Steffi was already standing up. You don't scare me, Luna spat. You never did. Oh, Luna, Steffi said coldly, heading for the door, you should be scared, because when I'm done with you, you'll wish you never crossed my family. The guard opened the door, and Steffi stormed out, leaving Luna staring after her, trembling with rage. At the Spencer mansion. Meanwhile, Bill was trying to maintain his cool with Will and Katie, but tension filled the air like smoke. Will, packing in front of the fireplace, was clearly uneasy. Dad, are you sure about this custody case? It's a lot. Bill put on his most reassuring smirk. Son, trust me, this will be a slam dunk. Luna, not going to see that baby again once it's born. She's out of our lives, permanently. Katie, arms folded, watched him skeptically. You've said that before, Bill. You also said you weren't going to get involved with her again, and then. Bill cut her off. That was before she crossed the line. What she did to Will, what she tried to do to us, that ends now. My lawyer says the custody hearing won't take more than a day. I'm going to make sure that baby grows up in a safe home, not in some prison cell with a manipulative lunatic. Katie sighed softly. You make it sound so simple, but you know Luna, she always finds a way to twist things. Will finally stopped packing. I just don't want this to hurt Electra anymore, she's already been through enough. Bill nodded. I get it, and I promise you this is going to be over soon. 9 months from now, this nightmare will end. Katie exchanged a look with Will. You just tempted fate, Bill, she muttered. After Bill left, Katie sat with Will on the couch. She gently touched his hand. Your dad, he's trying. I know he feels guilty. He won't admit it, but he's ashamed he let Luna manipulate him. He's not going to let that happen again. Will gave a humorless laugh. Let's hope you're right. Back at the prison, Steffi's heels had barely left the concrete floor when the guard announced another visitor for Luna. She looked up, startled. Who now? Another Forrester here to lecture me. But when Bill Spencer walked in, her smirk returned. Bill, I knew you'd come. He didn't sit down. Don't flatter yourself, you're lucky I came at all. Where's Will? Luna asked softly. Didn't he want to see me? Bill's glare could have cut glass. You honestly thought he'd come here? You really are delusional. Luna, your pregnancy doesn't create a bond between us. It doesn't undo what you did. Luna's expression faltered. You mean what we did? Bill's tone hardened. No, what you did. The biggest mistake of my life was believing there was any good left in you. I should have left you here to rot. Luna's bravado cracked. You can't take my baby away from me. Oh, I can, Bill said, leaning forward. And I will. The moment that child is born, it's mine. You'll never see it again. Her eyes widened in horror. You can't. Watch me, he growled. I used my power once to get you out. Now I'm going to use it to make sure you never get out again. Luna's lips trembled. Bill, please. He stood unmoved. You disgust me. The guard escorted him out as Luna's facade crumbled. She sank onto the cot, clutching her stomach. For once, the unshakable Luna Nizawa looked terrified. At the Cliff House. Meanwhile, Ridge and Taylor arrived in a whirlwind, practically bursting through the door. Where's Steffi? Taylor demanded. Finn, standing in the living room with baby Hayes, looked weary. She went to the prison. She needed to face Luna herself. Ridge groaned. Of course she did. She's my daughter after all. Taylor shot him a look. That's not something to brag about right now, Ridge. While they waited for Steffi to return, Finn filled them in on how she'd been since coming home, the jet lag, the shock of hearing everything that happened while she was away, and her determination to protect her family at all costs. Ridge sighed heavily. She's strong, but this is too much. When Steffi finally walked in, everyone froze. She looked drained but composed. Sweetheart, Taylor began carefully, are you okay? I'm fine, Steffi replied flatly. Luna's where she belongs, she's never getting out. Ridge tried to change the subject. Listen, there's something you should know. While you were gone, things changed a bit. Steffy frowned. Changed how? Taylor winced. Your father and I, well, we're not together anymore. Steffy blinked again. Ridge rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly. I married Brooke. Silence. You could practically hear the waves crashing outside. At first, Steffy didn't react, then slowly she let out a sharp laugh. You what? Taylor stepped forward. Don't be upset, honey. Oh, I'm not upset, Steffy said sweetly. I'm just impressed. Dad moves faster than a Forrester fashion line. Ridge sighed. Steffy. No, it's fine, she interrupted. You do what you want. I've got bigger things to deal with than your latest Brooke phase. Her tone was calm, too calm, but her eyes told another story. Later that night, after Ridge and Taylor left, Steffy curled up with Finn on the couch. He brushed her hair from her face. I'm just glad you're home, he said softly. She smiled faintly. Me too, I missed you. He kissed her forehead. All that matters now is that you're back and Luna's in prison where she belongs. She'll never hurt us again. Oh, Finn, Steffy murmured almost sadly. Don't say things like that, you'll jinx us. At Spencer Mansion again. Bill returned home, loosening his tie, trying to shake off the visit. Katie was waiting. Well. He poured himself a drink. It's done, she's broken, she knows it's over. Are you sure? Katie asked, because Luna doesn't break easily. Bill smirked darkly. She'll stay down this time. She actually thought saying the word grandchild would open her cell door like a magic spell. Pathetic. Will, standing by the staircase, looked uneasy. Dad, what if she tries something? Bill's voice was cold steel. Then I'll make sure she regrets it. In prison, the final scene. Luna sat on her bunk, staring at the wall, lost in thought. Her cellmate, a burly woman with tattoos on her arms, snickered. So your sugar daddy didn't come running this time. Luna's eyes glistened, but her tone was steady. He will, he always does. The cellmate laughed. Sure, princess. Luna stood, her expression changing from pain to eerie calm. I need you to do something for me. Oh yeah, what's that? Luna turned to her, eyes cold as ice. I need you to do it again. The cellmate frowned. Do what again? Beat me up, Luna said simply, just not the stomach. The woman grinned wickedly. Gladly. As the cell filled with the sounds of shuffling feet and muffled gasps, the camera panned to the wall where Luna's shadow slumped, then slid slowly downward. Next on The Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy's nightmare returns when Finn gets a shocking phone call from the prison. Bill's custody case takes a dangerous turn as Luna's lawyer exposes a hidden clause in his agreement. And Luna wakes up in the infirmary, already planning her next move. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.